This is the Phoenix, Arizona weather discussion for Saturday, the 28th of October. I'm Michael Groff. Finally, some cooler weather coming into the valley as the weather pattern begins to change across North America over the next several days. And does that also mean we have the chance of rain around here? It's been 66 straight days since we've had measurable precipitation at Sky Harbor. Let's see if we can find some answers to those questions as we look out there this morning. 92 degrees, the high in the valley yesterday. You see, the normal high is 84. We'll be getting much closer to that very soon. And outside right now at 5:30 a.m., we've got 66 degrees at Sky Harbor. Dew points at 32, humidity 30%. The winds are light and the barometer is steady. Temperatures around the area this morning, it's 53 in Maricopa, 55 in East Mesa, 57 Buckeye, 58 Litchfield Park and Glendale. Those are the cool spots. Low and middle 60s for us here in the urban core. Water vapor satellite view of 588 Ridge off the Pacific Northwest coast, retrograding out into the Northeast Pacific, and a very cold upper trough across the central and eastern half of the country. That's bringing down some snow for the northern plains and very cold temperatures elsewhere. Freeze warnings extend from West Texas all the way up through southern Wisconsin, and those will be shifting east over the next couple of mornings. Also, the tropics are active. We've got a tropical storm warning for parts of South Florida around Miami, and we'll talk about that in just a moment. Severe weather outlook for today, a marginal risk of severe storms associated with that tropical system and an associated cold front down there in extreme South Florida today. Otherwise, no organized severe weather across the country. And speaking of the tropics, this is Tropical Depression 18. And it will be eventually becoming a tropical storm, according to the Hurricane Center, throughout the day today. When it does, it will get the name Felipe, and it's going to continue to shift to the northeast, riding up that cold front. It should not be much of a factor. It's going to bring a little bit of rain and wind to South Florida, and that's about it, producing a few inches of rain down there, and then should stay off the east coast and become post-tropical over the next several days. Here's the tropical modeling on that. Most of the models keep it offshore. A couple of them try to bring it up into New England, but that does not appear to be likely at this time. All right, let's talk about the details of our weather, dissect what's going on as we check the models. Here we go to the GFS. It's the 06Z run, valid at 5 o'clock Mountain Standard Time today. It's the view across North America at 500 millibars. There's our ridging across the Northeast Pacific, cold trough in the nation's midsection. That's some mighty cold air for this time of year. And around here, we're kind of going to be on the edge of a little backdoor cold front that's tried to push in here the last couple of days. So mostly sunny skies, maybe a breeze this afternoon, and high temperatures, upper 80s to low 90s. Tonight, clear, a very dry air mass, so lows in the mid-50s to mid-60s. And then tomorrow, about the same as today, mostly sunny skies, maybe a few high clouds, high temperatures, upper 80s and low 90s. As we go to Monday, a little short wave comes our direction. So an increase in clouds, we'll call it partly sunny for Monday, highs low to mid-80s. And then Halloween, going to see more clouds than sun, I think, actually, as there'll be mainly mid and high-level clouds, no chance of rain here, but certainly more clouds around here with that short wave passing by. And high temperatures will be down just a bit further as well, upper 70s to lower 80s. So when you go out for trick-or-treating on Tuesday night, it's still going to be absolutely perfect. Temperatures probably low to mid-70s and the sky partly cloudy. Wednesday, a few clouds, otherwise mostly sunny. Highs again, upper 70s to low 80s. Will be a little bit warmer on Thursday, low to possibly middle 80s. Low 80s on Friday. Another pretty impressive trough begins to develop along the Pacific Northwest coast, and then we see that as we go out to a week from today. This is Saturday, the 4th of November. And the model consistency out here, the details are certainly still up in the air, but the general idea of troughing along the west coast and eventually making its way inland still appears to be likely. But some models have indicated that we could start to see the chances of rain coming in here late next weekend. Right now, we're not going to mention that, but certainly it's an idea that we'll keep in mind. High temperatures right around 80, perhaps the lower 80s for us. Here's Sunday, the 5th of November. Again, the heights are coming down, and clouds, I'd say we'd probably at least be partly cloudy at this point. And then this is the end of the 10-day forecast period. Monday, the 6th of November, nice trough along the west coast, and it's going to try to make its way inland. And if it should happen to do that, we might start to see an increase in moisture. clouds, maybe a chance of showers. But again, it's still way out here in the end of the 10-day period, and we've seen a lot of inconsistency here. So nothing to latch onto just yet, but there's certainly a pattern change that is going to be occurring. All right, checking the temperatures off the European ensemble. You talk about a pattern change. Look at that high down there toward 10, 11 days out. 70 degrees, lows in the 50s. In fact, it's showing a low in the upper 40s out there. Not quite sure it gets that cool, but the ensembles have been trending in this direction. So that's certainly some very good news as fall is coming into the valley. And that's going to wrap it up for the Phoenix, Arizona weather discussion for today. My next video comes back here on Monday morning. So if you like our videos, be sure to subscribe so that whenever we post a brand new one, you'll get the notifications. Otherwise, be safe out there and have yourselves a great Saturday and a great rest of your weekend, everybody.